I couldn't even understand most of the dupes or what these waiters were screaming at me. The seasoned Mario cooks had an equally impenetrable collection of code names for each dish, making it even more difficult to make sense of it all. There were cries of ordering and pickup every few seconds, and fire, more food going out, more orders coming in, the squawk of an intercom as an upstairs bartender called down for food. Flames 3 feet high leaped out of pans. The boiler was crammed with a slow-moving train of steaks, veal chops, fish fillets, and lobsters. Pasta was blanched and shocked and transferred in huge batches into steaming cauldrons, falling everywhere. The floor soon ankle-deep in spaghetti alla cittara, linguine, garganelli. The heat was horrific. Sweat flowed into my eyes, blinding me as I spun in place. I struggled and sweated and hurried to keep up with the best I could. Tyrone slinging sizzle platters under the boiler, and me ostensibly helping out, getting deeper and deeper into the weeds with every order. On the rare occasions when I could look up at the board, the dupes now looked like cuneiform or Sanskrit, indecipherable. I was losing it. Tyrone finally had to help the helper. Then, grabbing a sauté pan, I burned myself. I yelped out loud, dropped the pan, an order of osso buco Milanese, hitting the floor. And as a small red blister raised itself on my palm, I foolishly, oh so foolishly asked Tyrone if he had some burn cream and maybe a Band-Aid. This was quite enough for Tyrone. It went suddenly very quiet in the Mario kitchen. All eyes on the big boiler man and his hopelessly inept assistant. Orders, if by some terrible and poetically just magic, stopped coming in for a long, horrible moment. Tyrone turned slowly to me, looked down through bloodshot eyes, the sweat dripping off his nose, and said, "What you want, white boy? Burn cream? A Band-Aid?" Then he raised his own enormous palms to me, brought them up real close so I could see them. The hideous constellation of water-filled blisters, angry red welts from grill marks, the old scars, the raw flesh where steam and hot fat had simply rolled off. They looked like the claws of a monstrous science fiction crustacean, now being calloused under wounds old and new. I watched, transfixed, as Tyrone, his eyes never leaving mine, reached slowly under the boiler and with one naked hand picked up a glowing hot sizzle platter, moved it over to the cutting board, and set it down in front of me. He never flinched. The other cooks cheered, hooted, and roared at my utter humiliation. Orders began to come in again, and everyone went back to work, giggling occasionally. But I knew I was not going to be the Dreadnought's boiler man this year. That was for damn sure. They ended up kicking me back down to prep, one step above dishwasher on the food chain. I'd been shown up for the loudmouth, useless little punk that I was, I learned later, a mal carne, meaning bad meat in Italian, referred to as mel for weeks later. I've been identified as a pretender, an obnoxious one at that.
Sean